Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Hobby Craftsman Podcast. I am Chris. With me this week is
Eddie. Willkommen. Avita Saint. No, that's goodbye, right?
Yeah, it's goodbye. That's
Benvenu. No.
Are you just trying to read the Apple install
yeah, it's
screen?
the welcome screen when it scrolls through all the languages.
Yeah, you're just trying to read that right now?
Yeah.
No, we are back in studio in the Hobby Craftsman studio. Ed, you haven't done much work since I've been in here last.
I put some pictures up. Look.
Oh, yeah. And you moved the bookcases over there.
Yeah, bookcases moved.
Yep. Just saying.
Other than that,
It's the same.
same.
Yeah. It's good to be back, though.
It is.
So we have kind of I guess not a weird show, but something that we haven't really done in a long time.
Drink beer we don't like. I think that's the last few shows we've done.
Listen, I actually kind of like Octoberfest beers. Spoiler alert. They're kind of good, man.
Oh, we'll get into that.
I mean, only in this time of year. Other than that, I don't want to drink them because that's how you do it. It's not like it's March and I'm like, you know what? Oktoberfest sounds delicious right now.
Well, they're technically not available year round.
Well, listen, this is America. Everything's technically available all year round, all the time.
Not pumpkin spice lattes.
Well, that's for our patrons. So patrons, you got a special bonus coming your way.
Yeah, another tip. Probably worse beer than this.
Listen, if you want to complain about any of the beers we're going to drink today, it should be those. The pumpkin spice of everything.
Yeah. Thanks, Starbucks.
That was actually, my thought with that was it's a throwback to I want to say episode 1 or 2 of the show.
I wasn't here for those.
I know you weren't, but and in the very beginning, the idea was that we were going to do a themed show, and it was going to be just that type of beer, a certain type of beer, and we're just going to try those in the show. Oh,
that would have ran out real quick.
Yeah, that was my thought. That's why I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then we did an episode or two, and then I was like, yeah, that's going to be awful.
Difficult, and
because
require research and planning and all the things the show doesn't do.
All that stuff, but it's just more of I don't want to fucking drink the same
beer.
I'm come up with a theme every week.
Yeah.
Be like, this week it's friggin' the best drink. I don't want to be a fucking upvote fucking top 10 list every fucking show we do.
Up rocks.
Yeah, up rocks. That's the pop rocks. Fucking up rocks. Who are those fucking people are? But yeah, I still want to do that. It was just I don't really want to fucking I don't want to be a top 10 list every show. That doesn't seem fun.
Plus, we discussed this before the show. In preparation for drinking beer, you usually drink beer.
Yeah.
And sometimes you drink the beer you were planning on drinking on the show.
Yeah.
So then you go back and you're like, shit.
Yeah, they definitely did not have it when I was there. So Ed's referred to. So all the Oktoberfest beers, I was in Trevor's Liquors, which
is the only place you go now.
I just do. It's so close, and they have such good beer. I cannot. I don't want to drive past there to go to other places to get beer now. Just seems silly.
So your circle's really narrow.
Yeah, it's getting real narrow. But I was in there, and they had a bunch of Oktoberfest beers, and so I snagged a bunch of those. And I want to make sure we got some local stuff. And so making my couple of 6-packs. Well, making a couple of my 6-packs or whatever. I was like, no, making some local stuff, get some other things I've never heard of, and we'll try those. And they had Rent House's Fest beer. And I was like, I got some in the fridge at home. I should be fine. I don't have to worry about it. I'll just get some other stuff. And then I got home, and then I quickly realized I did not have any of that left. So I had a predation though. So I was sad for I was sad for 4 seconds, and then I drank that, and I was totally fine. So, but one of the local beers we did get though was this. Well, I got.
You got.
Listen. Ed gave me so much shit about his wife sponsoring the last horrible drinking show. I bought all these beers.
Congratulations.
Yeah, well, it's not as much as your wife.
Are these one-offs? Were these all single purchases?
No, I bought 12 packs of each one of these, Ed. Because how much I love this. All right, so the first one was this Oktoberfest, Fate-toberfest.
Yep, the only thing worse than the name is the label.
Fate-toberfest. Yeah, it's hands drawn of beer mugs, and that's a mug, and that's a
Imperial pint glass.
Yeah. And they're cheersing.
Well, yeah, it's got to keep your roots, man.
No, and listen, throwing the IBUs in there still.
Sweet.
Because,
1 pint, 5.5%, 25 IBUs.
I think Listen, I think I'm over the IBU thing. I mean, I've been over it for a long time, but like, I just don't care anymore. Like, it's just a horrible.
No, especially with the beers where it kind of matters. Like, they're so.
Yeah, what does it even matter in that beer? Like, what are they gonna like really like fuck with you and put way too many fucking hops in there and make it super bitter? Then it wouldn't even be Octoberfest. I mean,
well, we haven't tasted it yet, so maybe they need more
it is, yes.
IBUs.
And Ed's super on the ball today. He has these sweet German, or what do you call these? Oktoberfest?
Well, they're German breweries.
German brewery coasters for us.
Yes, and they are from Germany.
Oh, wait, I should be... Oh, you only got one?
We have
one fake coaster, but we do have these fake glasses that we're drinking out of as well.
I have the original fake coasters.
No. Make fate or fate?
Who knows at this point?
So, sadly, Nate was going to be here today, and I was really hoping he would be here. But
Me too, because he loves my fun facts.
He does. He also loves Malt Bomb. That's kind of like, I was like, oh, Nate's going to be there. And we're all going to drink his Oktoberfest. He hates fucking malty beer with a passion. And then he said he couldn't make it because the family's sick. So, but I think he knew this was going to happen. And he's just like, I don't want to go there and have to dump out a bunch of beer.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to drink it. He's just going to dump it all out.
Just be like, taste it. And all right, nope, I'm done.
Super malty.
So have you tasted it yet?
I have not. You go ahead first. I want to see your reaction and see. Oh, he didn't throw up instantly, so that's
no.
Good. No.
I mean, I would say it's a little skunky. Does this have a born on date? When was this?
I don't know. Possibly.
Can't be that old, right? Because most of these beers, I'll pour the rest of it because I'm probably going to dump it out anyway. Most of these beers probably came out September, so they can't be more than 30 days old at this point.
Yeah.
I'd be hard pressed to see if any of these are older than that.
You never know. Maybe somebody made one. They made it last year and just resent it out to us.
Well, it's not red, so.
Yeah, it's a very golden kind of color. And it's light on the caramel kind of taste to it.
Yeah, it's very grassy. Has a lot of hay taste to it. I mean, these are all going to taste the same, so we're going to have to come up with some witty banter to fill the time.
This one's less grassy than the last one. That one's more grassy than this one.
This one takes like what is it? Kentucky bluegrass. This one's more of a Arizona crabgrass.
That can be, Oh man, no. I mean, it's okay. It's not like it's not super sweet and malting.
Like you said, could Trevor's make their barcodes any larger?
Mm-mm. Yeah, and that does kind of bum me out because I have to keep some of the labels from some of the cans because that's how you get you right. I literally just buy some beers just because of the labels.
Not this one though.
No, not that terrible. One. I literally bought 2 Mason Ale Works the other day because it was Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein, and they're black and like green. And
that's cool.
I was like, damn, I gotta get those. I know Mason Ale Works. I've had some of their beer. Wasn't ever blown away by them, but I was like, I have to get those because I want those fucking stickers. So now I got to figure out how to get the other. I usually just cut around it. I cut the label.
Cut the label off.
Cut the label. Not cut where the label is. So
what's worse, having a label that affects your picture, affects you keeping the label, or when they put it on top and you have to peel it off and there's sticky shit all over the.
Yeah, I know. And then I figure I can just label over top of that with other labels. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, make it like a collage.
It's a whole thing. It's only beer problems, Ed.
Yeah,
beer fridge problems, I guess.
Can't you redesign them?
I mean, that's a lot of work. I could. Just don't want to do that. So yeah, I mean, this is all right. I'm not.
Let's see. I'm gonna look up because it doesn't say on the can doesn't offer much information, right?
They normally don't. I mean, sometimes some cans do. Some cans have so much information that you guys like to fucking read them verbatim.
Yeah, and we always read those so well.
Yeah. No, I mean, listen. I said it. I had the Red House Fest beer. That was better. I feel like that's gonna be my benchmark at least.
The Red House,
which is kind of funny since it's not really a traditional.
I think Tombstones is pretty good too.
Which I thought
Pueblo Vitas did a pretty good one. I don't know if they still do it.
They didn't have that one there, and then I swear I got the Tombstone one, but it's not that cooler over there. So don't know what happened there.
I'm doing a bad thing. I'm going to Untapped.
Oh no,
I haven't deleted my Untapped yet because that's the new. Untapped is canceled.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
No.
Untapped should be canceled because their fucking Brewfest are terrible.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They're like 0 for 3 at this point.
That sounds about right.
But a bunch of it comes down to like they have all these standards for breweries and they're not following them. So they're getting called out on, hey, stop fucking saying shit you're not going to do. And people are, I mean, we don't use Untapped very often. I can't remember the last time I really checked into beer.
I don't check. I check them in to remember that I drank the beers. That's about it. I don't even fucking rate them or anything. It's just a giant list, and it's easier than using like a notepad.
So we'll just use the Untapped for lack of a better option.
I'll also say this, yeah, because Beer Advocate's fucking owned by Budweiser, so I wouldn't fucking don't trust them to fucking
choose your poison.
Yeah, save the win, man.
And I mean, you can't really. Not very many websites you can get beer descriptions. Like from like if I go to Fate's website, I doubt I'm gonna be able to find it. So
yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, you're screwed for options. But this one says a beer rich in malt with balance of clean hop bitterness, bread-like biscuit malt aroma and flavor. Originating in Germany, this style used to be seasonally available in the spring. So it's a Marzen. This is a Marzen beer.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the clean part I get. It's very clean. Like the malt part of that, I don't really get any of that.
No, it's not too malty. Usually when the Marzens are maltier than this.
Right.
It's very light on the malt.
Yeah. All right, next beer.
All right, we're going to dump this one out?
We can. I drink a lot of that.
Want a new glass? Or are you going to rinse this one out?
Yeah, let's rinse it. We'll rinse. We'll be conservative. I only got 7 glasses in front of me. I don't know if I can.
Well, I got a dishwasher. It's not like I can't.
Oh, well then, yeah. Here, pour some more in there.
Run the dishwasher.
Give me this.
Plus, I bet it makes for great audio hearing us swish and rinse and to make.
Don't worry about it. We'll take that out.
And to make the audio noise even worse. Fucking hate that sound.
It's the best sound ever. It's just jealous.
What the?
That we don't have it on our intro. So
pour your own. Beer number 2, locally sourced.
Simple Machine.
What's it called?
Oh God, Steinfiller. This also is a Marzon style.
A Marzon?
Marzen.
Marzen? I don't know. What is your heritage? Are you anywhere near Germany? You look like a big.
Oh yeah. No, German, mostly Scottish, Swedish. So Norwegian.
Just like every other white person.
Pretty much. There's a lot of that going on. More Scotch than I thought I was.
Oh yeah, you did the 23andMe or whatever that stuff called, right?
Yeah, it's funny because every year they kind of change their stuff as more people kind of like submit the stuff or DNA. That's what the stuff is called.
That's the gene pool widens.
Yeah, so that's the get more people. You're kind of like what your ancestry is changes a lot, and so yeah, I went from being like pretty low on the Scottish to being pretty high. I'm like 26% Scottish. I'm like, that's a lot more than I thought.
What did your family tell you?
Well, because listen, my last name's Sandback, right? And it's from Sweden, right? And so they came over. They changed their last name because it was all like, it was you took your father's first name and put in son in front of it,
like Peterson,
right? And so when they came to America, they didn't want to do that, and so they just changed our last name to Sandbach, which I don't know if they thought that was more American or whatever, but that's what it is. And there was a D in it, which is hilarious. And then I don't know what happened, but they dropped the D at some point. There was no D in my name.
Couldn't handle the D, huh?
And which is hilarious. Yeah, right. And which is funny is now everybody adds the D back in automatically. Every time it tells me my last name, they put a D in my last name. I'm just like, no, there's no D.
Sons of bitches.
So, but yeah, that's all Swedish. But I'm like 6% Swedish. I'm like, how am I only 6% Swedish, but my whole parental line is from Sweden? It's like, I don't know how that, but yeah.
Were any serial killers caught by the use of your DNA?
They have not told me that yet. I haven't seen that. I would not be surprised if some of my crazy cousins were murderers, because crazy white people. Mm-hmm. So that's how they work.
Let's see. This one has a nice little graph of malt, hops, body, color, and glass to serve it in.
So this one has 2 steins clinking together. With some wheat there. What's that blue thing around it? Is that?
That's like the Munich flag or like the Oktoberfest flag. That like checkerboard, blue and white.
No, I know that, but what's the dark blue around the?
Oh, I think it's a cog. It's like Simple Machines.
Oh, it's their cog.
Yeah, it's that thing.
Oh, okay. Well, and listen, not to be a lot, but I really haven't drank a lot of Simple Machine beers.
No, it's kind of far.
I
haven't been out there. I've found them a few places. I've had a few. There's been a few on tap places, but yeah, I haven't had a full run of their stuff. So this one is also a Marzen style lager called Steinfiller. Deep in the heart of Bavaria, you will find the official party beer of Oktoberfest. Not true. Full-bodied, amber in color, rich in malt with a biscuit-like aroma and balanced hop bitterness. This beer is perfectly designed to be poured in a Stein glass all day long. Prost. It's really hard to read that because there's black writing on blue and white checkerboard.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm surprised I did as well as I did.
And yeah, I think it's got a little like bar graph.
Yeah, the little graphs, almost like a rev meter kind of looking on like a car. And they're all basically dead center.
It's the nitro meter is what it is.
Yeah.
How much nitrous do we have in here? That's pretty cool.
Fest beer is the official beer of Oktoberfest. Not Marzen. It used to be Marzen.
Yeah. Do we know? I'm going to pour a little bit more of this.
But we are 2 for 2 because neither of these beers are Oktoberfest.
That one said Fatetoberfest on it, so they lied to me.
Yeah, but technically it's one of those like champagne kind of things where only Oktoberfest can be named from the 6 breweries in Munich.
Oh, what the shit, dude?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Do you want to play a game? Do you want to guess those 6?
Oh, man. I mean,
There are 6 Munich breweries that are basically brewed in Munich, and they're the only ones allowed to serve Oktoberfest beers at Oktoberfest.
Oh, my God. This is going to be awful.
Come on, you have to know one. It's like the Disneyland of...
Palmer.
That's one of them.
Yes.
That wasn't the first one I thought you would guess, though. That's not the first one I thought anybody would guess. Or if 9 people out of 10 guessed, I would say...
Not that one. That's like...
That would not be it.
Yeah, Palmer.
Come on. You go to Total Wine and you go to the...
Lowenbrow.
That's 2.
Man,
the one you're not going to get because I didn't even know this one.
Leinenkugel.
No.
Oh, man. What's the...
Come on. It's the place where Hitler had his meetings. You should know that.
Why would I know that? I don't watch that much History Channel. My boy doesn't like those shows. Was it Hitler's Secret Bunker? If you want to watch it.
World War II in color.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. God, what is it? I don't know.
33%.
Done. I'm done. Beer.
So you have Spaten.
Okay.
Hockershore.
Oh, that's one. That's the other one. That was right on my tongue.
Yeah,
I was going to say it. Oh, man.
Hofbrau.
That's what I was trying to think. I couldn't think of it.
And Augustiner.
Yeah, we never got that one.
Yeah, Hofbrau's the one that they have one in Vegas. And like if you go to the Hofbrau house in Germany, in Munich, like you basically walk through like a...
Mini Vegas.
Huh?
Mini Vegas.
No, you walk through like a gift shop. Like as soon as you walk in,
Jesus.
It's all glassware and shirts and all sorts of shit like that.
That's funny.
It's really cool though. They have tables and like they have like steins locked up, like lock and key behind like wrought iron gates.
Really?
Like, and they have like family crests above the tables.
Oh.
Only those family members can sit at those tables.
What?
And they like unlock their steins and like you drink out of their steins and it's like those family tables from God knows how long.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's real cool though.
Yeah, it's better than our beer mug clubs we have here.
Yeah, that's a true story. That just hanging out on a rafter somewhere collecting dust. Or when I was little, we used to call that hot cocoa powder.
But yes, Dunkel used to be the official beer of Oktoberfest, I think, at one point.
Okay.
Dunkel Weiss or Dunkel beer or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But now it's Feist beer.
Okay.
Or Fest beer, whatever you want to call it.
Feist beer. Yeah.
But technically, I don't think you're allowed to call it that here either. I think you're only allowed to call it like Oktoberfest style beer if it's not from Germany. But
is that by the German Puritan laws?
No, that's the Reinskabat or whatever.
No, I know. I'm just saying that they said enhanced it so that way we couldn't call it. Like it's a law there that we can't call it that.
Yeah. I mean, I think every country just made something up. Like,
yeah.
Because Germany has theirs. Tequila can only be made in tequila.
Yeah.
Bourbon can only be made in America.
No, not true.
That's true.
Bourbon can only be made in Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky. Yeah, sorry.
That is, it's not America. You can't make bourbon in your toilet and call it bourbon.
That's true. Kentucky.
It's whiskey. It's a whiskey in your toilet over there, not bourbon.
Correct, but same thing.
All right.
Champagne can only be made in Champagne.
Yep.
Is there any other ones? Maple syrup can only be made in Canada.
Scotch.
Yep, has to be from Scotland, right?
Yeah. Yep. This isn't a liquor show. I don't know.
Irish whiskey has to be made in Ireland.
I mean,
has to be aged 3 years, I think.
Green beer has to be made at shitty bars all over America.
Oh, I was going to ask you that. What's your favorite, since this is a seasonal beer, what's your favorite holiday and or seasonal beer?
Oh, man.
Like, do you like shitty green beer?
Favorite holiday beer?
I have a guess to what yours is.
Gin and tonic.
Yeah.
It's very piney. It's delicious. I mean, any time of the year is pretty good. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't really seek out beers to drink during the holiday season. You know what I'm saying? It's
You don't go buy like the holiday variety pack?
No, but I definitely, and I don't know if it's just because of the marketing or whatever, but like it starts getting a little cooler.
Celebration.
Celebration's actually pretty good.
That's what my guess was going to be for you.
It's good stuff.
You don't want like a Glühwein for Christmas?
No. Glarg's good.
I don't even know what that is.
No, it's like a booze mixture concoction that you make with a bunch of stuff. Glog, I think sometimes it's called too. It's good stuff. It's liquor. It's kind of like when you go, it's like wassail. You ever had wassail?
No.
Like the song.
I've had waffles.
And we go a wassailing.
No.
What? It's a Christmas song.
I'm not going to sing.
I'm not going to sing. Yeah, man. All right.
Dominic the Christmas Donkey. What else we got? I Want a Hippopotamus.
Yeah. So wassailing, they talk about wassailing in a Christmas song. I'm not going to sing the song that's in it because I can't remember all of it, and my voice is, you got to pay for that album. But they say, talk about wassailing, and what wassail is a drink. It's a hot drink that they actually would make during the holidays when carolers would go around to house to warm them up, to help keep them warm.
Wow, were you told that story as a child?
No, I actually looked up the history behind that. I was trying to find a recipe for this Swedish drink that's like basically like orange and cinnamon and apple cider and all sorts of stuff, and I come across wassail, and it was like that can't be it. And then you get sucked down the rabbit hole of the internet.
Wow, it's an early English toast to someone's health is one option.
There you go.
Or a hot drink that is made with wine, beer, or cider, spices, sugar, and usually baked apples.
Mulled drinks. Yep.
Oh, mulled. Hot alcohol, like hot toddies. I don't like hot toddies. Like,
listen, if it was 5 degrees outside, you would love a hot toddy.
Yeah, we really don't have.
And that's the problem here, right? We don't really have the weather for a mulled drink at all. It just doesn't work. I every once in a while I'm like, I'll make a
or like a port. You're like, yeah,
make a hot apple cider here.
See, I used to be one of those like German.
You German?
No,
I gotta go, guys. End of the show.
I almost said German purist, which would have been an even worse thing to say. No, like the whole. I used to be one of those assholes where like, Octoberfest is in September, dicks. Like, why are you celebrating in October? Because as we record this, we are in October, and it seems that Octoberfest season in Arizona kicked off in October when it typically ends in October.
Yeah.
Not typically. Well, Octoberfest ends the first weekend of October, but it's too fucking hot in September in Arizona to do anything outside. So I understand that, which is more along the lines of traditional Oktoberfest, because Oktoberfest used to be in October in Germany, but the weather was better in September, so they moved it to September. So were
you really bored when you were over when you were over there? Just really bored, and you're like, or they had a lot of pamphlets you just read.
Yeah. What else are you supposed to do?
I don't know. Drink.
That's true. And everything's in Germany, so it's really hard to
eat some sausage.
I ate so much sausages.
It was a sausage fest over here the other day.
Well,
I was gonna say, so I 2 weeks ago I was at Edelweiss, and they were like, "Hey, listen, it's
Edelweiss."
Yes,
they don't say the W.
Yes. So, well, they do here because it's Phoenix. So we were there. We were there for like an early dinner, and we didn't realize we got there. We basically the service was not the greatest in the world. Their food's delicious, but it's also this shortage of service people right now, which I get. I totally understand that. So we got sat down. We're ordering our drinks and stuff, and they were like, "Hey, listen, we have an Octoberfest. We can start selling now because it's this week." And we're like, "Oh, that's right, it is Oktoberfest." And there was a bunch of a-holes in there and lederhosen, and they didn't even know what fucking. They just kept ordering I literally heard the bartender explaining to him what beer he was drinking. And I was just like, oh my God, why the fuck would you wear that shit if you don't know anything about any of that stuff?
Because they probably think they're German.
Yeah, probably. Listen, do it Ancestry.com.
Yeah, exactly.
Cut to a commercial for Ancestry. Boop. No, but it's like, I don't know. I was like, what? What's going on? But their beer garden was open. Their food's delicious. There's a lot of sausages in there.
Where's that at?
It is Bell Road and the 51, pretty much.
So you've been somewhere else other than Trevor's?
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't buy cans of beer from there and then leave. But yes, I've expanded out. I mean, you're farther away from Trevor's is.
It's true.
I came here. All right, Ed, let's move on to this next one. We have a few of these to get through.
I'm noticing a theme with the color palettes on these beers. Blue and white.
Yeah, it's like they're.
And this is Oliphant.
Yep, you said that right.
Is that like
you said it right? Yep.
Is that like that shitty Lord of the Rings when the elephants are coming and they called it like an Oliphant?
No, I don't know. They make some fucking crazy labels. I don't know if you've seen any of their other stuff.
No,
they make a lot of like sour fruited beers and stuff too, and they're always some weird. Artwork's always crazy. It's kind of like Hoof-Hearted, like if you see their shit. But this is a little bit more.
Oh yeah, they have that cartoony. Like it's that kind of
theirs
like
is
acidy, like acid art.
That's what Hoof-Hearted's like. They're like crazy weird like that too, but it's like bubbly cartoony.
I saw some there. It's kind of like School of Rock kind of style.
Yeah,
like that weird 70s.
So this is a fest beer.
So
and this is Oktoberfest.
Is it BEER or BIER?
BIER.
So
and it says product of the U.S. on the bottom there. It's a cuckoo clock with some weird. Was that a chicken? What's that guy down there dancing? Looks like he's dabbing or something.
Yeah, they do a lot of woodwork in Germany.
Yeah. Oh, there's some barrels down there. Maybe he's chasing. Oh, it's like Donkey Kong. He's like running away from the barrels.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
What time is it on that clock?
Well, the top of it says 13. So, and the bottom says 6.5. So that would be 1 still. I don't know. That's the right number of numbers. Doesn't say 9 3/4 though. So we're okay. Let's see. Oktoberfest Lager 5.5. That's about all that's on there. Hey, do you got any more information about this beer?
No, I'm looking up the blue and white Oktoberfest
flag
pattern.
You can download it. It's all right.
The official colors of the state of Bavaria are cobalt blue and white. So hence the blue and white.
You tried it yet?
No. Did you?
Suck it down there. Yeah. Take a swig of that.
That one's maltier.
Yeah.
Not as grassy.
It's definitely not as grassy. That's like a sharp note. I don't know how to describe that.
Yeah, it has like I don't want to say meaty, but it has a
irony. I wonder if it's like
yeah.
Tastes like.
Is there blood in here?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, so that blue and white diamond pattern is basically the flag of Bavaria.
Well, it makes sense since it's on all these cans so far.
Blue. No, the Fate one's just blue and white.
No, they couldn't afford to get the stock image.
Yeah, they couldn't steal the image of a flag from somewhere.
They couldn't figure out how to make a diamond pattern in Adobe Illustrator.
Oh, it's called the lozenge flag. I guess that diamond pattern is called the lozenge.
That's Ricola. That's from Sweden. That's a lozenge
with the big with the big horn.
Those are lozenges.
Ricola.
Those are things you eat when you have a scruffy throat.
Yeah, the lozenge is heraldically a diamond-shaped charge, usually somewhat narrower than it is tall.
Are we just gonna read Google from now on the show? That's what we're.
No, this is Wikipedia, completely different.
Okay, well, never mind. We better get sponsored from them.
Nah, we'll just edit everything. All this stuff I made up.
All right, so far, what is? I mean, I haven't had a lot of this yet. Was it? I mean, if you were on the Oktoberfest council, and they were like, "Hey, we're thinking about changing from this beer style to this beer style."
None of these would be at Octoberfest.
Well, I understand that. This is
no. I mean, none of these would be allowed at Octoberfest.
I understand that, Ed. Listen,
because they're terrible.
If you were going to drink, if one of these at the Octoberfest-ish fest
like
in Gilbert, you were like, we're going to change our official beer from the Marathon to the
I was going to say,
beer.
like the 99-cent store version of Oktoberfest.
Yeah. Where you're like, yeah, this is what we're going to change to.
I'm surprised how clean the Fate one is.
Yeah.
I think the Simple machine has the best flavor. I think this one is probably maybe the truest to a Marzen style. I don't like this one. Yeah, I don't like this one.
This isn't
that one's a lager, right?
Yeah, this is
it's a fest beer. So it's a golden.
It says October lager on the back, Oktoberfest lager. So they can call it whatever they want, Ed.
Thought it was the first two are Marzens, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If these were like your choices, these three, would you're like, good choice, guys. Let's move to that fest beer.
Well, see, then I don't like this one at all because it's way too malty. If it's a lagery beer, and it's called fest beer, I mean, technically it should be like a strong golden lager.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't get golden or strong out of this.
I don't like golden strong lagers, so I'm not.
You're like, I don't know, but I don't like it. So
I like those. I like those scout beers. I like the malty caramel. That's more my jam.
I wouldn't be upset if like there was an Oktoberfest and I was like, here's these two beers. Yeah. Here's what we have to offer. Here's your sausage and one of two options.
Eat your knockwurst and get the fuck out of here.
Because most of the times you don't have options in Oktoberfest. No. Like you go to a tent and that tent is serving one beer.
Listen, I went to Oktoberfest in Tempe Town Lake. I feel like a billion years now, and I'll never go back ever. It could be good now. I have no idea, but I won't ever go back because it was really highly overpriced because it was one of those things where you had to like buy tickets to buy beers, but you couldn't have enough tickets to buy 2 beers, so you had to buy extra tickets to get. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like. You can buy 20 tickets, but a beer
like the state fair.
But a beer is 11, and you're like, well, I can't buy fucking 2 beers then. I have to buy 2 things of tickets just to buy 2. It's like this is ridiculous. It was like shit like that where I didn't have enough tickets no matter what I did, and it was literally just I think at the time, it was the distributors. The distributors just had like their van. They pulled up like the semi truck and they were pouring off the taps to the side of that, and you're like. Wait, I thought this was going to be Oktoberfest and Oktoberfest beers here. It wasn't.
No, all the Oktoberfest beers are in Munich.
Yeah, it was not great. Also, it was in Tempe Town Lake, and there was a bunch of just...
Mosquitoes?
Hammered college fucking frat boys. Just, hammered. Hammered drunk all over the place. Just fucking being obnoxious and stupid and jumping on tables and kicking things over.
So it was Tempe.
Yeah. I was like, oh, cool. Not drinking here anymore. Yeah, this is all right. I'm a big fan of this.
You like it?
No, I don't. I don't like this. So we move on to the next one.
Yeah, this is the worst of the 3 so far.
This isn't that great. All right,
Chris is blindly reaching into the tub of Oktoberfest.
Listen, this is a soft cooler. I'm just gonna grab this one. Don't look at it.
I'm not looking.
Oh, there we go.
Dun 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 dun.
Oktoberfestus.
Is that like a Seinfeld thing?
Main Mill Brewing Co. It's the colors.
No, it's not. Look at compare the blue.
Oh, the blue is
there's still beer in that one. Drink that.
Yeah. Let me drink this.
Then Chris chug.
No, I'm joking. I'll drink that beer. That one's good. This one's got a lot of beer in it, Ed. You can drink this one.
I'll try it. I'll give that one another try.
Get it out of the can. Oktoberfestus. I mean, it's got a very Oktoberfest stuff on the front. It's got a pretzel. It's got beer stein.
They completely fucked up.
Sausage.
Their design is like the grid paper you used in high school.
And that's it's one of those. It's a horn.
Horn
with beer in it.
Oh, you mean what the hell's that called?
Flart and Blugel.
Are you Dr. Seuss?
Yeah. No, I have no idea what that's called, dude. It literally looks like a stein, but it's a freaking horn. I was actually misled at first. But there's a pretzel. There's sausages.
I thought it was a beer funnel.
This also is a Marzon style beer. Here you go.
Oh, you want me to open
it? Yeah, you open it up. You open. I poured the last one. We're going to take turns.
Here, let me open it right over my computer.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we don't have the mixer anymore. We got to do something.
Yeah, I'll just fry my computer.
This
one's very dark.
Good.
It's the darkest beer we've had so far.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it is super dark.
Which one you want in? This one?
Yeah, they're on that fake guy.
Yeah, this is by far the darkest beer we've had. Not ever, but...
And this is... I grabbed this, and I have no idea who these people are. Like, I have zero information about where they're from. It probably says in the can back somewhere over there.
Main and Mill. Do those streets interact or cross in Arizona?
Yeah, I mean... Well, luckily it's Apache, though, at that point, isn't it?
Is it Apache Trail?
Yeah, no, it's yeah, it's Apache Trail.
Marzen style beer. So they're correct. They're not calling it a Marzen.
No, it's Octoberfest. Germany.
Celebrating 6 Jahr because it's covered by the label. 5.5%. Doesn't have IBUs.
Good.
Biscuity, rich, and toasty. Malt with notes of caramel. Do you say caramel or caramel, or does it depend on...
Listen, we talked about this forever ago, but I will bring this up. And this goes also with butter and margarine, too. When I was little, I thought...
Can't believe it's not butter.
Caramel was like the normal stuff, and then caramel was like the fancy fucking stuff. Like, and same thing with like butter and margarine. I thought margarine was the fancy stuff, and butter was not. And then later in life, I learned that margarine's just fucking whipped oil. It is the cheapest shit in the world.
Oh, I get it now. It's one of those horns. It's like the French horn.
Yeah. Where are they from? You anything out there? Let me pull it up.
Well, you thought Co meant Colorado, but...
It's because the label was kept covering it up.
Missouri.
Oh, Missouri.
Festus,
Missouri. Oh, well, that's why it's called Octoberfest.
Oh, I thought it was a Seinfeld reference.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's what I was going with.
Look at us learning.
When you read things. All right.
Yeah, I don't like the grid paper background.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Somebody was like, diamonds or squares? It doesn't matter. Very malty.
Oh, yeah, but that's actually not bad, though. It doesn't have a metallic taste at the end, though.
Yeah, it tastes like an amber. Like a light amber.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, technically, I think a Marzen is like an amber style.
Yeah, I don't know. Wouldn't say no to that, I guess. I drink more of these. I've eaten
So, fun fact.
some Edelweiss and...
Marzens were first brewed by Spaten.
The guy from Star Trek?
Yes. Damn it, Jim. I'm a beer drinker, not a scientist. No, Spaten Brewery, the one you didn't remember.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I think Paul Anner was the first one to do Fest beer.
Dude, you're the one that was there and you're reading all the damn pamphlets. I didn't read any of this stuff.
Well, I don't have that. I don't have like the Charlie Day.
You're looking at me to like...
I don't have the map of...
Was it Pepe? Was his name? I can't remember the guy's name, what they called him. Why is he still getting mail here?
I don't have... I have a big wall covered with blue and black sound absorbing material.
Yeah.
I hate when people call it soundproofing.
It's dampening. Sound dampening. Damn.
Somebody yesterday was like, oh, look at all the soundproofing. I was like, no, I would actually like people to hear us contrary to what some people believe.
Did you save one of those beers you messaged me, by the way? For
yes,
our
I did.
Picture show? Oh, my goodness. All right. Wow.
So,
then another reason I'm really sad that Nate's not here.
Yeah, that's probably why Nate didn't come. He probably sensed either. He heard pumpkin and he's like, I know it's going to be there. And I won't be.
He's like, I can only talk bad about Four Peaks for so long before I just have to stop. Oh, man. Well, okay, so now we have 4 beers on the table.
2 of them are empty, right? This one's... I like this one. I would not be against drinking this one again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I think this one's good. Then probably the Simple Machine.
Oh, are we going to rank them? Are we going to do a BuzzFeed?
Kind of. We do a top 5. We have 6 beers here.
Yeah.
Mary fuck kill. Let's do it quick.
The top 5 beers of the Hoppy Craftsman podcast studio.
The top 5 of the top 6 of the 6 beers we drank.
Nobody will ever know.
Yeah, it's fine. How will they know?
Yeah, exactly. We probably won't be able to find some of these for another year.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is good. I like this one. Drink some more of it. Why do I have 2 of these in front of me? Which one's which?
The darker one should be the Festus.
Oh, I think this is
That's the Simple Machine because we still had some in there.
Was it that or is it the... Hold on. This is going to be the problem. They're all going to taste the same after what you said.
Yeah, they all kind of taste the same regardless. Like, If you put these all in a row and said, this is the same beer at different points, like this one's fresh, this one's a month old, this one's like a year old, I would be like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't argue with that. I have no idea.
If you put them in order from like lightest to darkest and be like, look, this is like 3 months worth of shelf life. And you're like, yeah, okay. I believe that.
Oh man. It's awful. Yeah. I think this is the elephant one.
The Oliphant.
Oliphant. I think this is that. I think that's this one. I also wonder if these are going to taste a little better as they start warming up some.
Is that like Cthulhu on the sides of this one? Oh, no, it's an elephant.
Yeah, it's an elephant, but with a weird...
With no...
It's like Tusk. Is that...
With no...
Kevin Smith movie?
Yeah, Tusk.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
But that's a seal.
Walrus. It's walrus. That's what it looks like. It's a walrus face.
Yeah. So where is Festus, Missouri? Have you had anything else from Missouri?
I know. Well, I don't think so. Trying to think of... Oh, I had from St. Louis, though. I've had some beers. Does that count?
That would be in Missouri, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, well, it depends on...
No, you're thinking of Kansas City. Kansas City, Missouri. You know, St. Louis, Kansas, and St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah. It's the same with the river it's on. I don't know. I don't think...
Missouri River?
Yeah. It depends what side of the river they're on. That's what I'm saying. No, I mean, listen, I don't keep that detail of records, Ed. I haven't had many Maine and Mill beers at all. This is good, though. Well, I think we have 2 Oktoberfest beers left.
Yay.
Maybe we should take a break. Walk around. Swish some water in our mouths.
Get some sausages.
Yeah, get some sausage.
I had some sausage from yesterday.
Perfect.
Throw that in the microwave.
You're going to love this. And then we'll go back.
Sweet.
All right.
This is where the music would come in, right? Ready, set, go.
In a world.
Nothing in German? Got nothing?
Nope.
Don't know any German words?
Not really. Prost.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
but that's not usually how you would start.
No,
I guess you could start Prost, but it wouldn't. Yeah. It'd be weird. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. We had some sausages.
We did.
Our bodies are full of beer and sausages and mustard, like a proper German beer festival.
Though this is, I was a little disappointed with the French's classic yellow mustard.
Oh, I didn't have the.
Yeah. Any fancy mustard?
No.
How are we friends, Ed? How are we friends?
Dijon mustard.
No, what? This is a great poupon going on this thing. I like some spicy brown, some seeded mustard. You know, whole grain, full grain. What do they call it?
I don't know. Whole mustard seeds.
Whole mustard seed grain stuff. That kind of stuff.
So we poured the final 2 beers that we have for our Oktoberfest celebration.
One is very Oktoberfest-y, with the lozenge pattern we talked about earlier, right? This classic style lagers and ales established in MMX, which
in MX
MMX Ingrid Brewing Company, Oktoberfest, Bavarian style Marzahn lager. It's 23 IBUs, so pretty low, and then 5.5 ABV. Well, I mean low compared to this guy, the Fate. This is 5.5. That's pretty high compared to this.
Which one was it? What was this one?
Oh, they actually have a thing. They have a little graph thing on the back.
That's covered.
Yeah.
Again, listen, Trevor's.
Get some smaller stickers.
Yeah.
It's just hard. I mean, you buy the individual ones. They're actually on all of them. I think they think they sticker all their beers. Even if you buy like a 4-pack, they're still on there. You got to peel that off.
Oh, it's just peeling. It's just ripping.
Yep.
Pairs well with bratwurst, so we're good there.
Done.
I didn't bring any pretzels because I didn't want us to be all cotton mouth.
Oh man, I love me a good pretzel. Big old pretzel.
Are you a beer festival pretzel necklace guy?
No,
not
really. One, it takes a lot of effort to go get pretzels
to put pretzels on a string.
Put them on
really
a string
hard.
and then remember to bring them. That's the hard part.
Not break them.
I would make one probably just to remember to bring it. I'd be like, no, that's not going to happen ever.
Oh, well, they conveniently covered up the barcode with the barcode.
Yeah, well, that's nice.
Serving temp, 48 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, that was nice of them.
Yeah.
It looked very... I don't know. I have no idea who this brewery is, but it looked very import. Right? It looks like an import kind of beer. It might not be.
I have the gold top. You don't see those often on beer cans.
That's true. It's fancy.
We've done that before where we've taken the temperature of beers, so our thermometer Nate isn't here.
Yeah. Where is he at?
So I'm not going to go get the thermometer and see what this beer temperature actually is. Traditional Bavarian Marzen style beer brewed with German Munich, Vienna, and Pilsner malts. These malts give our Octoberfest a label covered word. Beautiful copper color and full bodied multi-sweet flavor, something sticky stuff. Honey, still trying to scratch off the label.
Toffee.
Nuts and caramel. Prost. Damn, this stuff got shit. For the glory and power of beer.
What?
That's what it says on the label.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It is crazy. Like I said, it seemed like it's... I don't know who... I don't know. We pull them up yet? We pull them up.
Energen?
It could be an energy drink company that just wants to look like a, beer from somewhere else, but I don't know, man.
ENEGREN. That's how it's
Nope.
spelled.
Nope, that is not a... I mean, it could be a traditional style,
From
but they are...
Moore Park, California.
They are not.
Beer delivery available. Hey, look, right on the front of their...
Website?
Yeah, well, it looks like all their beers are the same label.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Well, so maybe it's just a...
Because they have a Lagertha, West Coast Pilsner, Schoner Tag, a Hefeweizen, Valkyrie, German-style Amber, the lightest one, a Munich-style Helles, and Nighthawk, a black lager. But they're all basically different colors of this same label.
Okay.
So maybe they're... Let's see. Let's go to About Us.
They have a Dunkel. Yeah, man.
Founded in 2010, independently craft-owned brewery located in Moore Park, California, Ventura County. The company founded with a passion for good beer by Chris and Matt Energren and Joe Nezgizeni, focused on German-inspired beers with a heavy emphasis on lager-style beers. So they're trying to be a German brewery.
Well, I mean, they said they nail it with their the gold and the blue and white there, and
Yep.
makes sense.
Energen Brewing Company started in the dorm rooms of Loyola Marymount University, where brew captain Chris. All right, I'm done with them. It's almost like reading a local band.
These malts give our Oktoberfest a beautiful copper color and a full-bodied malty sweet flavor with hints of honey. So that's your something.
So post graduation, they did a 10-gallon brewery, and then they went to a 3-barrel, and as of 2015, they have a 15-barrel.
So what do you think? This is...
I haven't tasted it yet. Shit, I forgot.
Oh, you still haven't... Big one. That guy right there, yeah.
I was getting people informed on this brewery.
It is dark. It's dark as the
first dark one we had.
Yeah.
Which one was that one?
That one over there.
This one?
The Mills. Main and Mills.
The Octoberfestus.
The Festus. The rest of us.
Tastes very similar to that one, too. Pretty malty. It's just different when a beer's supposed to be malty and it's not, like, aged malty.
Yeah, it's like... Well,
it's not overly sweet, but it has a little bit of that sweetness there, but it's not, like, hitting you in the face with it.
Maybe we should have palate cleansed between these beers with...
We did. We had sausages.
No, with an IPA or something. To completely, like...
Just destroy your palate and start over?
Start over. Like, just wipe it clean.
Yeah, here's 23 IBUs after this 97 IBU.
That 23 is going to taste...
Yeah.
I mean, be less hoppy. But more sweet, probably.
Maybe that's what IBUs are a good reference for. Like, you should go up in IBUs, not down.
I mean, it could be. Start at the lowest and go to the highest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably why they do that for, like, tasting trays when you get them at, like, breweries and stuff. They give you the lightest first to the darkest.
They used to do that. Sometimes I think now they don't care. They just give you whatever order you ordering it. You're like, if you're dumb enough to order the stout first, that's the first one getting.
Get them to order, you order them.
Yep.
It's probably true. This isn't bad. I mean, between this and the what's the one, the Festus?
Yeah.
So far,
this one has more of a pilsner-y taste. It has more of that grassy one, like the Fate.
Yeah.
Has more of that grass hay note.
Yeah. Not a big fan of it.
I'm not a big fan of any of them.
This one I'm like, man, take it or leave it. It's all right. I've drank this before the other couple of beers, but so far the Festus is winning me over.
And that's being German snobby. Not that I am German in any way whatsoever, but like these beers don't take anything like German beers.
Right.
Even the ones you get here, like obviously.
God, listen, we don't want to listen 20 minutes. Listen how awesome your beer tasting experience was overseas.
Oh, you don't want me to be that guy?
No. Listen, wait till I go there, and then we can come back. We can fucking we're dorking up with each other about fucking how awesome it is and how shitty the beer here is. Well, so the last beer we have here for the Octoberfest
is Lagertown Oktoberfest from Half Acre.
Listen, Nate really likes lagers though, so maybe Hoppy Lager Boys.
A Hoppy Lager Boy.
You guys, he would have made it like this though.
Yeah, we should. It should be.
We'll do a redo.
No, we won't officially start it till we go to Octoberfest. So we'll start another Hoppy Lager Boys podcast, and we'll try and find a sponsor that will send us to Octoberfest so we can officially.
I'll just be like the fucking naysayer the whole time. Like,
how is that any different than this podcast?
Because I like some of these beers. Most of the time, I would be the alternative voice of like, this is an awful beer. This is not good. This is awful. All these beers are awful. So this Lagertown is very what is that? It's very Bavarian, right? It's got a Bavarian look to it because it's got like the Lagen pattern, but it's not necessarily the colors.
Yeah, it's golden red,
and it's like it's got some.
It's very like
that owl looks like it has like an eyebrows and a mustache.
Yeah, it's very like medieval, like
I said,
Chaucer.
It's Bavarian, man. It's got like the Kugelklak thing going on, right? Like it's got like that. Yeah,
it's that weird like.
There's a boar down there, and he's got ribs, and
it looks like a tapestry kind of artwork.
Oh yeah, old. Looks like the guy with the shield over here.
Yeah,
it's from Half Acre. I've had some other beers. I like actually Half Acre's beers.
And where's Half Acre from?
Chicago.
They eat a lot of bratwurst in Chicago, right?
I know. Yeah, Half Acre, man. Chicago, Illinois. I'll say that because when I was in Chicago, I was trying to find this beer when I was there, so I could bring it back with me in my suitcase. So, have you had this yet? Have you tried this one?
No, I haven't tried this one.
Color's dark still. There's no.
Ooh, I don't like that one at all.
Oh no, really?
No.
Oh man. All right, I'm seriously gonna try this now.
It tastes nothing like the other ones we've had.
But that might be a good thing. But no, that's not. Wow, that's weird. That is a completely different beer.
So this is from Octoberfesthouse.com. Oh, I wonder if I have I have to go see if you might have to ramble a little bit. I'll go see if I can find the menu from Hofbrauhaus. I have a menu from Hofbrauhaus.
Okay.
The cool thing is, they have it in English and German.
Oh,
so you can ask. So
they know they're where all the idiot drinkers are coming from.
Yeah.
So I'll say this: my friends, for a while they were planning, and this is before like COVID happened and stuff, right? So they were planning on doing an Oktoberfest, and everybody kind of getting together and going out and doing it. And like I feel like of all people that thought I was going to be like really into it, like they're like, "Oh, Chris is gonna be down for this," and I'm just like,
nope.
I don't really fucking want to go. I mean. I feel like it's one of those things that you probably should go do at some point in your life. It's like, it should be fun. But I just feel like there's so many people. I'd like to want to deal with all that shit. Like, if that, it's like the hop festival all over again.
Oh, the hop culture?
Hop culture, yeah. It's like that one all over again. If you were doing this festival in some small town in Germany and I could go hang out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this was a county fair, I'm in. But since this is like a state fair, and everybody in the state fucking shows up, and everybody in the other country shows up, I just don't want to fucking be part of that. Like, I don't like. I feel like all the coolness of the festival gets lost because of it, and just becomes a big drinking fucking drunk fest. I mean, I don't know. I've never been there, so it's hard for me to say that. But the reservations I have about it, I'm like, I don't really if I want to. I don't know. I'd rather just go with them to Germany and go drink some beers. Not during Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
At all. Just fucking go, eat some fucking food, drink some fucking beers, and have fun.
Well, the last time we went to Germany, we had no idea it was Munich's birthday. And it was like 500 years old or whatever, how old ever the city of Munich is. It was like a whole different Oktoberfest. Like there was just like beer festivals on the streets and vendors and shops and everything was just like, it was just a giant party. And the weird thing is you get glassware. Like in the town square of Munich, you go up to a beer tent, they give you a stein of beer, like a glass stein of beer.
Oh man.
The thing of it is though, and this is like, because the beer gardens run year round.
Right.
The beer gardens are always open. It's the same thing there, but if the beer costs like €9, then it cost you on the outdoor ones. I think it was like €11. So when you brought the glass back, they gave you €2 back.
Ah, it's a deposit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you like, and at the beer gardens, there's literally somebody that's at that station. Just at most of the beer gardens, you get like a plastic token or some sort of token.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go back every time. Like you can leave your glassware there.
Okay.
So like if they come and clean up your glassware, they give you a token.
Oh, okay.
So they picked up your glass, they give you a token. So you could literally go with a pocket full of tokens and trade them for coins. But there's literally somebody just standing there transferring tokens for coins.
That's crazy.
Or you could walk, like if you're only going to have one, you could walk your glass back up, put it on the...
So what, do they have a way to stop you from just taking the stein?
Well, you don't get your money back.
Yeah, but it's only €2.
No,
what is that in American dollars? Break this down in nickels and pennies for me. Because the Lincoln, the almighty Lincoln is
No, there's like turnstiles and stuff. It's like there's not like it's not like a lot. And some of the beer gardens they're like a garden in the park. They'd be like going to like Tempe Town Lake
and just fucking walk. You can just walk.
But there would be like a fenced off area with like a turnstile or some sort of gate into the actual like because there's like food too and stuff like that. It's not like it's not like this mythical beer tent in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, that'd be great though. I would be down for that.
Yeah, you just
that's the tent I want to go to. No, so kind of a not necessarily related, but I saw this video of people going to a concert, and they knew the concert was going to happen in a park, right? And so they went to the park like a week before, and they dug a hole next to a tree, and they buried fucking a bottle of booze, and they covered it up. And then they came back during the music festival, and they dug up the fucking bottle of liquor, and they had a bottle of liquor for the festival. I was like, oh my god, dude! People sneaking things into like that's some dedication ahead of time to fucking
the lengths people go to.
Yeah, I mean I get it. Sometimes you go to like the Marquee Theater and you pay fucking $15 for fucking kilt lifter, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Well, here's the thing. There was I don't know way back when, and it's sports, but stick with me here.
Oh, dude, all right, I'm all right.
There was a Cardinals and Coyotes game on the same day that the Cardinals were in the playoffs.
Okay.
They were both at 7:00. They switched the Coyotes game to like noon. So the Cardinals played at 7 p.m. and the Coyotes played at noon.
Oh, God.
The parking is kind of mixed.
Yeah.
Like they use the football parking lot for the Coyotes games and vice versa. Well, there's a cutoff. You can only be there like 3 or 4 hours before the football game or whatever it is now. But people, and because they were playing the Packers or something like that. There was people who were buying Coyotes tickets, which, I mean, that's $50-$60 a ticket, whatever, at the cheapest maybe. Buying Coyotes tickets just to park, getting hammered like through 2 periods of the Coyotes game, and then left and went to the football game.
Wow.
So they probably paid like $300 more for the ticket because you still have to pay for parking.
Right.
So they paid for parking, paid for hockey tickets, paid for all the beer they drank at the hockey game, and then went to the football game and got fucking even more hammered.
I mean,
that's dedication.
That's some crazy stuff right there. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, that to me, it seems more of they weren't trying to save money. They were just trying to like.
They just want a good parking spot.
Just want a good parking spot and get hammered.
Yeah, I don't like this half-acre one.
No, it's not really good. It's funny. It's like super malty almost. I feel like it tastes like maple syrup kind of in it, which is kind of weird. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does have like it's like that a weird sweetness. It's like It's almost like an artificial. It has an artificial sweet taste to it.
It's weird. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. Which is funny. I actually had little. It's 5.8% too, so it's actually a little higher than the other ones. But
so what do you think the most popular Oktoberfest beer is? Is it Sam Adams Oktoberfest? That seems to be what people drink.
If you're going by the price sold, you know what I'm saying? That you probably
somebody's going to a party or like a Halloween party.
Just go.
Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
It's in every fucking grocery store. I mean, I know orange. Sam Adams doesn't really like. It's still not a huge giant fucking brewery, but they're. Yeah, I mean that's the one that everybody can get. That's the most readily available. Has the most sales probably. Because, it's just there. It's convenient for anybody. Anybody that wants to be like, oh, yeah, it's Oktoberfest. It's a good idea. And they don't know fucking the 6 other breweries there. They don't know any of those people. They just look at it and it's like fucking, even though they're in English, it might as well be in a fucking foreign language to them, right? I mean, to me, it's like, some of those I'm like, I don't know what this is, but, they're not buying those ones that you see in the grocery store. There are those, you know what I'm saying? It's got to say, and that's why I'm sure... That's why this Lagen pattern is like that. That's why they're doing this, right? So people can see it, and then instantly they know.
They recognize it.
Oh, that's an Oktoberfest beer. So no matter where they're getting it from, they can kind of fucking know. All the masses will know what it is. So, I don't know, man. So all these, what's your favorite? Which would you like? I mean, probably can guess. I probably guess what it is, but.
Well, I tell you that the Half Acre is my least favorite.
Okay.
I would say pretty equal with the Simple Machine and Fate.
Okay.
Those are pretty comparable. I think the Oktoberfest was probably the best one.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
That Oliphant was probably the second worst one.
Yep. Agreed. Eagerness actually wasn't too bad.
No, it was right in the middle, I would say. Like I said, if you lined up all these beers...
You got a three-way tie between these, the Fate and the Simple Machine one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fall down on my chair, man.
Like, I probably couldn't tell you the differences. Like,
it's funny. Like, it's one of those things where, like, when you're drinking it, you can tell the nuances then. But, like, overall, like, they all kind of, like I said, I think we kind of talked about they all kind of taste the same.
Yeah.
They kind of have a very similar taste to it. Level of sweetness, level of bitterness kind of is there, but...
Except for the Half Acre one. That one tastes completely different. Like, all the other ones are in, like, the same lane. This one's, like, on a different freeway.
Yep. Yeah, I'm with you. Cool, man. Well, we have another show to do after this show for our patrons.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be even worse.
So, we probably should wrap this thing up.
There's a special surprise in that. Just for Chris, because he started this whole nonsense.
Thank you?
Yep, you're welcome.
Oh, man.
Oh, here's something stupid. 7 best Oktoberfest beers to try in 2021 according to Brewmate. Are you familiar with Brewmate?
No.
They make those stupid insulated beer koozies, like the metal ones, but not like the super expensive Yeti ones.
I was gonna say like, oh, it's the Yeti ones.
Yeah, I think they make like that giant cold dildo that you stick in like your wine bottle. You know what I'm talking about? That like icicle thing.
No, I don't stick a whole lot of things in my
wine.
Yeah.
All right. I never know with these lists is number one like number one, or is it just the first one? So I'll go down and we'll start with number 7. Hacker Peshore Weiss. I know I said that wrong, but obviously that's one of the original ones. So shouldn't you exclude those? Like, shouldn't this be the list of like 7 best Oktoberfest that aren't the original 6?
Yes.
Well, number 7 is an original 6, so if that makes any sense to you. Number 6 is Avery Brew Co., the Kaiser. Kind of an interesting name to choose there. Yeah. Same shit, different pattern. Great Lakes Brewing Co. Oktoberfest.
Yeah, there you go. Great Lakes. I like their Edmund Fitzgerald. It's really good.
Hofbrau Original. So another top 6 is number 4. Our number original 6 is number 4. There's too many consonants in this number 3. I'm going to spell it for you and then I'll try and say it. OACHKATZLSCHWOAF.
OEF is fucking right.
Yeah, oof. Ochslachswaff. Oktoberfest lager. Oh, look, it says pronounce it correctly and you may convince more than a few people you're Austrian. So this is apparently an Austrian beer. The name translates to tail of a squirrel.
What?
Yeah, that's what it says. Is a phrase which native Austrians use jokingly to test other German speakers on their fluency in Austria German. So, yeah. Number 2, Spaten. So, another 6 is number 2. Number 1 is Karl Strauss Oktoberfest.
Ooh, Karl Strauss, man. They make some good beers.
So, in a list that contains the original 6...
Karl Strauss is on top?
Yes.
That's pretty impressive.
But not all 6 made the list. So.
Yeah, that seems weird. Yeah, that's pretty impressive, I guess. But it's either impressive or it's biased, maybe, I guess. Because, I don't know.
I mean, we would have to compare it with like Men's Journal and all those other Vine Pair and
Up Rocks. Yeah, yeah, all those guys. See, I got it right that time.
But you have a list, I think, right?
I do.
Is this the best list?
It is the best list.
Better than Brewmate's top 7 Oktoberfest beers?
100% true. So, first, people can listen to the show, Ed, or they want to follow us on social media. Where should they go?
They should go to hoppycraftsman.beer.
Yes.
We don't have the German site, so we don't have a .bia.
Oh, I wish we did.
You can find the show there. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher.
Yeah, I mean that's
Apple.
Pretty much wherever you can find your podcast. We pop up on those.
Yeah,
as well.
Has Facebook launched their stupid podcast thing yet, or are they still on a dumpster fire?
Yeah, they have. I didn't submit anything to that because, listen, you don't need to listen. There's lots of other cool places to listen to podcasts on. You don't need to listen on Facebook.
Find us wherever you find your normal everyday podcast.
Yep.
And more importantly, if you listen to this, you already know where to find us. So tell somebody else where to find us.
There you go.
You can find us on Instagram where we mostly hang out, and Happy Craftsman on Instagram. Facebook and Twitter are kind of just...
Yeah, they're there. We have them.
Newsfeed posts.
We get them once in a while. But the rest people in the fucking world, Ed,
are Patreon supporters.
They are.
Remember, you have to search for us on Patreon because we're not safe for work.
We are not safe. That being said, you will have this next episode coming after this one for Patreon exclusive only.
Yeah, the Great Pumpkin
Fiasco.
Great Pumpkin Proliferation Pronunciation Perfunctory
Pumpkin Spice Ball Up in that.
Provenza. I don't know.
We'll have that. That'll be for you guys. You're welcome.
Yeah.
So
that one includes a hard seltzer just for Chris.
Fuck. But those patron supporters are Riley Greenbaum, Anthony Bracamonte, Zach Dominguez, Rob Fulmer, Mark Ballesteros, and Sina Gomez. So they're the rest fucking people in the world. We appreciate them. We are trying to do more stuff for our patron supporters.
Maybe one day they'll send us to Oktoberfest.
But there you go. That'd be kind of cool. Or, I still want to go to the GABF one of these years. I know that's a big, giant shit show, too, which I'm hesitant to go to that, but I kind of want to go. It's a bucket list thing, I guess, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, probably put some things out for them. I mean, this year's almost over, so I don't know if we're going to be able to do... We have a C&D sticker or glasses or anything. It's going to be by kind of a breeze with all this stuff going on. So.
Well, I'll have to get some ideas when we do our yearly gifts for beer people episode.
The end of the year beer gifts episode.
I found a recent list and it looks exactly like the list we did 2 years ago.
We'll have to compare it. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, we're trying to do some stuff like that. We'll figure out some stuff, and they usually get stickers and some glassware, and we actually did hats and stuff. So all kind of cool stuff. So if you want to be a patron supporter, go to patreon.com/hoppycraftsman and check us out.
Do that.
All right, man. Let's wrap this thing up.
You're Chris.
I bet.
No.
Wait, you're Ed.
I bet, yes. Yeah, we'll see you next time. Auf Wiedersehen, that's appropriately time for that. Prost. Or other German words.
Later.
Bye.